You know when you're given a rectangle like this one here. Hang on. So say this is 3 centimeters. This is 5 centimeters. Well, if you want to know the area of this rectangle, you would get the height here, which is 3, and then you would drag it all the way across here. You would sweep across it. So you start with the height, and then you times by 5. So you drag it all the way across here, and then you get the number 15. So 15 here represents the area of this rectangle. So you start with the height here, and then you drag it all, you make the sweep across it. That will give you the area. So if you have 3 here and 5 here, you start at the height you start with the height here, and then you drag it all the way across here. This would be it will give you an area of 15. Now an area is like a flat piece of paper. But what happens when you want to know the volume of something? Well, imagine you've got a rectangular box like this, okay, and it has some depth, okay. So it's like a 3D box. This area here is like a sheet of paper lying flat on the table. Here, it's not lying flat. It's like a box. So it's not like a sheet of paper. It's like a box. Now, if this is 3 centimeters, this is 5, and this is 10. The length up here is 10. So to work out what's called a volume of this, a volume is like how much space this box takes up. It's a measure of how much space something takes up. So if someone gives you this rectangular box, if you like, how would you work out the volume? Well, you would use a similar technique to down here. You would get the height, and then you drag it across the 5. Well, to work out the volume of this, you would get the area of this thing here, and then you would drag it all the way up here, which is 10, by the way, the depth. So here we already know that this has an area of 15, okay, and then hang on, let me give it a depth of 10. So here, so we know the area here is 15, and then we drag it all the way up here. So the volume, well, the area is 15, and then when we drag it all the way up here, it's timesing by 10 of the depth. So here the volume is 150. Okay, so V here equals, V stands for volume. V equals 150. So when you have an area, when you have a rectangle, if you want to know the area, you would get this, drag it across here to give you the whole area. Well, when you have a 3D volume, what you do, you use a similar technique, but rather than having one single length, you start with an area like this. This is the whole area here, okay, which is 15, and then you drag it all the way up here, so you times 10, okay, to give, and then it will give you an answer, which is volume. Volume is just a measure of how much space something takes up. So, for example, if I give you something like this, let's say, hang on, this is 2 centimeters, and this is, let's say, 6 centimeters, and this is 5 centimeters here. The depth is 5, and then you've got another one which is, let's say, hang on, let's say 3, okay, and 3 across. Okay, and then down here it's 7. The depth is 7. So here's 3, and the depth is 7. It's just like me saying this. If I were to make an offer to you, would you rather have this block of gold or this block of gold? How would you know which one to choose? You've got a block of gold which is 2 in height, 6 across, and the depth is 5, and this block of gold here is 3 by 3, and then the depth is 7. So if you want to know which is the bigger block of gold, compare what's called the volume. Compare the volume of the two. So if you work out the volume, remember volume is how much space something takes up. So the volume of this Well, work out the area of this, which is 2 times this. That would be 12. Okay, and then you drag it across here, so that will give you, well, 12 times the depth, which is 5. So it would be 60 centimeters cubed. Don't worry about this for the time being. It's just a unit. It's just so that people know that we're talking about volume. Okay, but the volume here is 60. Okay, now compare to the volume of this. V of this is what? Well, this. We'll work out the area first. The area here would be 3 times 3, which is 9. Because what you do, you get this, and then you drag it across here. So it's basically this times this, 9, and then you times the depth, which is so you've got the area here. Once you have an area, then you drag it all the way down here, which is 7. So here, remember this, the area here is 9. And then we drag it down here, so it would be, so it's times 7. So the volume of this block is 63, whereas this one's only 60. You see, when we first started, I asked you which block of gold would you rather have, this one or this one. It's quite hard to tell. So what you do, you compare the volume of this and the volume of this. Well, the volume of this is 63. The volume of this is only 60. So it's better to take this block of gold. Okay, I'll give you more examples of volume in the next video.